me get the full scope. Hold up. Full screen HD. Let me take another picture. Let me pull it to the pre-show. Whoa, cool beans. That's a whole lot of. Let me help you with the pre-roll. You drink up all my. Sugar, come on. I might never come down. I might never come down. Not ever come down. No, let me get down. Hey, you might not ever come down. No, wanna get down. Hey, you might not ever come down. No, let me get down. Come on, you might never ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay wild. You might never ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay wild. She's up against them all, but the writing's on the wall. There's more than meets the eye with her, and nothing I can do. I'm left without a clue. She sees it all in black and white or blue. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart. She's up against them No, she never will admit that what she wants she never get. She never knows when to quit. I started up the skies. Her heart is where a fire lies. Can see it in her painted eyes. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We could be in for some serious offense today. The Falcons are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Panthers defense that will need to be at the top of its game. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, if you see a running back play with such joy as well as such fury, I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come out here in the eye. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And Newton's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Newton to throw. And he fends him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely the #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. The catch made by Miller. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And onto the field here come the Panthers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles. In a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And Miller with it over the middle. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types. is they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Newton now on second down. And Olsen over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Newton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Allen has it, left side. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Third and 4. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. But now they'll try the end around. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
They come up, and now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and 2, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cameron Meredith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to line...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll make it third down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics. And they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. He'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 3 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll drop the throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another pistol look here. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. This will be fielded at the 17. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On the direct snap, Freeman. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Falcons are going to get a first. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
They come out here in the eye. Freeman again, a first down carry. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Let's go! Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they keep the winning streak alive. A big victory today.
And not only that, they serve notice to everyone else on their schedule. They are now the team that no one wants to play. They are rolling.
So for Atlanta, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they suffered just their second loss as they dropped to 8.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing flicking that, killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that, killing that, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it about the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long quick like Jesus, that Colombiana. That's mere models like. Yeah. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can fit a throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had to change her heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like, looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it. My man was gone quicker than Domino's. He in jail. Everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that, killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that, killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that, killing that, flicking that wrist.
Logic, clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rap. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware, condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe, we shootin'. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Goodfellas to my Aureliotis. Shades of blue, I admit you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing this.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Let's go! 1, 9.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there is his. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he completes it to Jordy Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver.
That's it, huh? Good work, boys. Let's go. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Keep tight end. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbound?
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but... So out come the Falcons now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught, Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have hot butter pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all of...
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. So we reach halftime. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. To throw now on first down. And he floated one out there incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he used...
And look at this, another fake. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your pass off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and